Hello out there, YouTube land. Welcome to another episode of Live with Mz.KIR. I am your host, but tonight my co-host will be holding it down because as you can hear, my voice. Actually we're gonna talk amongst ourselves because I don't see anybody on someone's on. Okay. So
Okay.
we don't have to talk amongst ourselves. Good. Anyway, welcome to Live with Mz.KIR. Okay. My co-host, Miss Eminem and North Philly will be holding it down tonight because as you can hear, a sister don't got a voice. So I'm gonna be chilling in the cut in the background like this. Okay.
Doing her
Uh,
dance.
Topher is still in the house. Yes. The
I'm still
rhythm, the rebel.
I'm still in the house. Just in the background. In the
Yeah.
background. My co-host holding it down tonight. My co-host, Miss Eminem in North Philly. So show your love. That's all I'm gonna be saying for tonight. Take it away, North Philly.
Look, keep shining, keep smiling.
No, you can always
Always
count.
count
Listen,
on me.
listen.
For
For
sure.
sure.
That's what friends are for.
We're gonna wave the
In
hand.
good
In good
times,
times,
Hey,
in
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 bad
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 times,
times.
times,
I'll be
I'll
on
be
your
on your
side
side
Oh no, no.
forevermore.
Just take that.
That's what friends are for. I ain't got no
That's what
harmonica, so
Here,
y'all
friends
here,
just
here.
gotta
for.
Hold
imagine.
on, I don't got a lighter. I don't got
Do,
nothing.
do,
Speak.
do. Do, do, do.
Hey.
Do, 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 do,
Pew,
do,
pew,
do.
pew, pew. Only for sure.
I don't mean for sure.
For sure. Listen.
You got the right crowd tonight.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Welcome to another lovely live edition of Live with Mz.KIR, featuring the lovely Mz.KIR, Topra, Topra's in the Topra's in the
In
house,
the house.
house, and live along with Miss Eminem, my Philly compatriot in this joint. You know what I'm saying? If you from Philly, you know what I'm saying. You know
Know
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying?
We ain't playing. You know what I mean? And we also have an illustrious guest, you know what I'm saying? Poet, author, you know what I mean? She's just everything and everything all wrapped up in one, multi-talented. Introduce yourself for the people in YouTube land and Facebook land and across this land before we start getting gone.
Hi, everybody out there. I'm Miss TV. Call me Tatiana Vilburn as well. That's all. He just did the introduction. That's all, folks.
All
No
right.
competition.
She said,
All
I'm going to
right
speak.
now.
It's all going to speak for itself.
It's
Pretty
all.
much, you know what I mean? So without further ado, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Miss.KIR, she got her voice is kind of messed up, so y'all just gotta bear with her. She's chilling in the cut, but you still see her right there up front, as she should be. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So
The y'all mean you're not saying is it.
don't want to
That's
overuse
gonna
the
settle
lingo,
in for
but
somebody.
if you from Philly, y'all follow along. Just follow the bouncing ball. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that throwback. Miss.KIR got some announcements.
Um,
Well, go
no,
ahead.
Miss Kira, don't. Take it away, Miss Eminem.
Okay,
I'll start with I'll start with a disclaimer for our viewers.
that's right.
Respect Live with Miss Kier podcast. No negative energy
At
or
all.
comments towards our co-host or guest. If anyone has an issue, you're welcome to tune into something you enjoy.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye,
Not bye
Felicia.
bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. And
Not
Frankie,
bye
if you
bye.
want to be. And that's all
That
I have
part.
for right now. And if I need to, I will repeat the disclaimers.
Cause you know we artists and we sensitive about our, you know what I mean,
And I
Absolutely.
stand on business.
All the way.
that part. So y'all got the disclaimer. So we gonna move right into the celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthdays for the month of January. And before we get there, a little short joint, little couple of highlights. Um, in the news, Sonia Massey's killer You know what I'm saying? That's all he is, a killer. You know what I mean? Got 20 years. If y'all ain't up to date on that, which personally, in my own opinion, I think he should have got life plus life plus life.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Just because he killed on live TV, which unfortunately it went down like that, but he got 20 years. So hopefully he does the whole 20 and changes his name from what's his name again? Sean to Susan. Cause that's what cause that's
Ooh,
what's gonna happen. He won't be Susan before it's all over. But
ooh,
slap me around and call me Susan.
ooh.
Yeah, I mean that's what's gonna happen. Also, unfortunately, actress Catherine O'Hara has passed away at 71. Y'all know her from Kevin, Home
Mm.
Alone, and from
Oh.
Dale, Beetlejuice.
Hey.
Unfortunately, she just passed away at 71. So with
Mm.
those little highlights, we get to the celebrity birthdays, and they are as follows. For the month of January, drum roll please. Drum please. Anyway, we got all shook up Elvis Presley. Still, unfortunately, he's gone, but he's still all shook up. Birthday in January. We have I Have a Dream that one day I never have a birthday where nobody really pays any mind because they still killing him deaf, dumb, and blind. Martin Luther King birthday, of course, is in January. Actually, Oprah Winfrey birthday is in January.
Mm.
Aaliyah birthday is in January.
That's it.
Sade, smooth operator, smooth operator, coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Yeah, Sade's birthday is in January. We got
Mm.
Mary J. Blige on the rise. You know what I'm
My cat
saying?
queen. My cat queen.
You know what I'm saying? I remember. Yes, Mary J.
Oh,
Blige.
Look.
Gotta keep it
you.
colorful, y'all.
All
Stay
right.
breezy. You know what I'm saying? Her birthday is in January. Alicia, I keep on falling in love. You know what I mean? Alicia Keys' birthday is in January. We have Ricky Morris Chestnut from Boys in the Hood fame. Birthday is
Mm.
in January. Kevin Untouchables Costner birthday is in January. Actress
Mm-mm.
Diane Keaton birthday is in January.
She
Golden
passed away.
Girl, thank you for being a friend. Betty White birthday is in January. Mel Lethal Weapon Gibson birthday is in January. Zora Neale Hurston, Their Eyes Were Watching God author, his birthday is in January. Regina King from the Boondocks. Yes, she is Riley and Huey. You know what I'm saying? Voice birthday is in January. And the bombastic country singer Dolly Parton birthday is
Oh,
in
okay.
January. And
Oh.
so those are the celebrity birthdays for January. And these are the non-celebrity birthdays. You got it. Your
My
glamour
glamour is
midnight.
mine. Woo woo.
You got it. I mean, to my man, to my brother from another mother, William Washington, poet in his own right, of course, and great orator. Birthday is in January. We got Bob Badon. His birthday is in January. Another great poet. Miss Tatiana. Yes, your birthday is in January. No, we ain't forgot. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go
Woo
to
woo woo.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
You rock
birthday
out with you.
to you. Happy birthday. Yes, your birthday is in January. You know what I mean? Can't forget
Okay.
Tisha Ruffin. She went to school with our illustrious Mz.KIR. Her birthday is in January. I hope I do not butcher her name. If I do, I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. Lai May Cooper. I hope I ain't butcher her name. Her birthday is in January, and Nakia Townsend's birthday is in January, and Tay Sultry. God, like I said, if I butcher your name, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I am so sorry, but you know who you are, and your birthday is in January, and that makes you special any dang way. And those are the celebrity, non-celebrity birthday for January, of course. And I am North Philly's finest, and can't nobody else be as fine as this. Get them out.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. So next up, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna do our introductions. Going back to Miss Eminem, tell the folks who you are in Mz.KIR's Mustafa from the Lion King voice. Eminem, Miss Eminem, remember who you are.
You did a great job with
Sorry about that.
that.
I just
I
lost train of thought for a second. I'm sorry.
I am Miss Eminem, aka Marty. I am a spoken word artist, poet, writer, a lyricist. I do songs as well, and I sing a little bit as well. And I'm also 1/5 of a female collective called Splash Squad, where we splash, we affirm, and we pour. And we are going to be touring this summer. I think from April to August. So I'm excited about that. And I have a coming book coming out. So
Okay.
it's a busy year. Like my months are booked. So
That's what's up.
catch me if you can.
World premiere, world premiere. We
World
got
premiere.
another
I
world
love
premiere. You know what I'm saying? What's the name of your book, Miss Eminem?
It's a three book series, poetry book. And the first one is called Abundance is My Birthright.
Okay. And I know that's going to be a fabulous read once it comes out. You know what I'm saying? Also to display your talent, which you are very talented, if I must say.
I hope it do, because I mean I want to pop off the pages and like for something to sing off the pages or something like that. But I digress.
nothing
I,
off the pages.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Like you
I
open a
love
book and
that.
I
Love
just
it.
start singing and start,
That's it.
doing my
That's
stuff.
all. That's all.
Like a pop-up.
That's
All
all.
right.
Those
Well, we're
books
gonna
are
be
just
well. I know everybody out there gonna be looking forward to it. And I know it's gonna be a great sell once it comes out. I believe is it coming out on Amazon or like the
I'm going with
the
ebook
platforms?
first, and then I'm gonna go through my own independent book printing.
Okay, okay,
So
that's what's up.
Amazon, you won't have to wait and catch up with me. Catch me if you
That part,
can.
that part. Yeah, I mean, y'all heard that, John, right? That part. so, so of course y'all know who I am. If y'all don't know me by now, perhaps you'll never know me. Won't win a Grammy, won't win a Tony. Shouts out to KRS for that little soundbite. North Philly's finest poet, spoken word artist, currently co-host to Live Miss Kid. That's why I had lost my train of thought because I'm so used to being the black, Ed McMahon. Yes, you are correct, sir. Ed, all he did was just lay in the back. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm used to that part. But also an activist, am I right? Against drugs and violence in the city of brotherly shove, unfortunately. We try to do the best we can where we at, you know what I'm saying? Um, Also a pop out to my wonderful 5 grandchildren and love them all and still love my city nonetheless. So we are going to get right back into it, you know what I'm saying, with our illustrious guest, Miss TV herself, you know what I'm saying? The woman who needs no further introduction, but we're going to introduce her anyway. You know what I'm saying? Please give a round well of applause out there in YouTube land and in Facebook land to Miss Tatiana. So
I
tell the
love
folks
it.
out there
I
who you
love
are in my Mustafa voice from the Lion King. Tatiana,
it.
remember
That's one
who
awesome
you
voice from the
are.
Lion King. One awesome voice. I'm Tatiana, again, Tatiana Vilburn. This is Miss TV. I'm an educator, I'm an author, I am creative, fashionista, um, and I just write. I think writing is healing others.
Okay.
Spiritual surgeon, I call myself. I write poetry, but I write stories as well, which is
And And that goes along with your multi-talentedness. That's just, I mean, that's like the full package right there.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a blessing in itself. You know what I'm saying? We are
Absolutely.
happy to have you on live with Mz.KIR. As in the tradition of the writer's block, which Mz.KIR is the Charter head member, and also in the tradition of the show. We just, like I said, we're just gonna get right into the questions, the Q&A and everything.
Okay.
Miss Eminem, do you have a question for Miss Tatiana?
Yes. Can you tell me a little bit? Do you have a book called
I have
Still I
4 books.
Stand?
Yeah. I have
Can
4 books, but I have a comic book series that I have on I put it on everything. So it's on YouTube, it's on no social media platform, Instagram, TikTok. So I do a comic book with me featured in there because I wanted to show off, fashion clothing as well. But I
Okay.
do like a little comic book and I just give like little poems every day, little clips every single day. So like I'm on day 31 now. As
the
opposed to
artwork
music
in
was
there
always
is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Oh
Thank
Oh
you.
my
man.
God.
So it's actually so that's not I'm going to turn it into a book. Every 90 days I'll do a book. It'll be like
Nice.
comic strict number 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the year. I just started that because I like art. So I'm always.
So I definitely
Yeah.
gonna have to dive into that.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a book. I was like, why I have to get this?
Yes, it's not a book yet. I just make it a printout every day. So whatever poem I wrote, things that I wrote in the past and things I currently wrote, um, I'll put it in there and I'll just recite it. And then I'll put the comic, strip. I go to CapCut and create the whole, giving me space to have the audio plus the music in the background really dim down and the actual pictures and the images. I just turn all my pictures into comic books. So those are my
Nice.
actual pictures and I change them into comic books.
Well, I already manifested for you. I see the book. I was ready to dive
Yes,
in.
you there already. I saw that's
I
great.
said, it's a
But
book. Still I
I have
stand.
4 books. I have 4 books, and they came out in 4 weeks. One book is
Mm.
Brooklyn We Go Hard, where Brooke and Lynn. Do you want me to go into that, or are you going to ask a
Oh,
question?
they
Can I
do.
just go on? Because I don't want to go.
No, this
'Cause I
is all
tend to
about
talk a
you.
lot. I
This
tend
is
to
all
talk.
about you. You are the focal point of the show right now.
But I have 4 books. My first book is called Brooklyn We Go Hard. I wrote it
Mm.
10 years ago. I'm from Brooklyn, but everybody thinks
Okay.
it's about Brooklyn, but it's about Brooke and Lynn, who are best friends. And Hard is the guy that they both chase it after. So we'll just say Honey's always running him down is the acronym for it, right? That's the
Mm.
first book.
Mm,
I rewrote
love
that
that.
book this year. I rewrote it and inserted poetry in between each space. So you'll see like songs that we had in there, like My Buddy, songs from back in the days, and the chapters will be named that too. But it's Brooke every time and Lynn every time and Hard is Brant. So and
Mm.
then they show you their background, so who they came to be and things. So of course it's growth in there. So you can see I wrote it for teenagers but the young adults all read it and then adults started reading. So it's really good. It starts from the time that they're like 30 years old. They're going to a 30-year-old party and they're going backwards now. And every character is coming in by itself. My second book is called Shaila Lu. I am Haitian. So my Haitian background. Shaila Lu means heavy burden. And
Okay.
so I wrote that book because of the baggage that we carry. So I believe that we carry 7 baggage in life. And those 7 baggage, there's ways of getting rid of it. So it's just like a book of getting rid of the baggage and teaching somebody else. And constantly, as things happen to you, you gain a baggage all the time, or you're packing too much, overweight. The third and fourth book was both poetry books.
Mm.
Right. So it's photosynthesis. Everybody know I'm an educator, but photosynthesis.
Nice.
And then,
That's real
and
original
then
right there.
yes. So all of these books are on Amazon.
Okay.
They are all on Amazon, and it's still self-published, but I explain that afterwards. So that
Okay. Yeah.
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 All I'm
Afterwards,
gonna say,
make sure you put that in the chat for our viewers so they'll
I,
know where to locate your books. You
I
know.
could actually I'll go into it and copy and paste it. So when Chaos Learned My Name is my first um, poetry book. So it's all about things that happen, relationships that you've been through, and Chaos just had to learn my name because I had to grow from there. So
Look, I'm a bookworm, so you just fed me right there.
I know it.
I didn't look. I didn't open up a can of worms for myself. I'm over here like, what? Yes, let me write that
you want
All
me to put
right.
it in our chat or in our? Well, I'll put it in both.
Yeah, if you
down.
could
I
put it,
think you
yeah.
did.
I'll
You
put it
can
in the
put
chat.
okay. Cause
I just
so
that just if you put in my name, all four books come up. I finished
okay.
all four books in 4 weeks. How does that
Mm.
happen? You break up with somebody and things like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
You get to yourself and then you get to finding out what you need to do and what I've always been the one to help. I've always had women's workshops. So I've
Mm.
always been the one to want to help everybody get someplace. And then in turn, sometimes you forget to help yourself.
Yeah,
So
that's
yes.
powerful. Miss Eminem, you got another question?
I'll let you get into your question. That was my main one. I couldn't wait.
I know that's phenomenal, man. That is phenomenal work. Um, so my question would be to you, Tatiana, is that from your background, you say that you're Haitian,
Hmm.
and so how did any of your experiences growing up in Haiti, did that shape you into being who you are today, like as far as your writing and everything?
Okay, so I wasn't born in Haiti. I was born in Brooklyn,
Oh,
but
you were
my
born in
parents
Brooklyn,
are
okay.
Haitian. Yeah, my parents are Haitian.
Oh, you
But
were
being
okay.
brought up in a Haitian household, you wasn't
Hmm.
brought up like you were from,
Okay,
Brooklyn. That household was very different. You
right.
know, it was very like you're a girl, and it's almost like in preparation for you to marry a man. Like this
Hmm.
is what a man's gonna want from you. You gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta do this, you gotta, you know, this
Okay.
is what he wants, this is what he's gonna want. So it's almost like they preparing you for a man.
So they were
Mhm.
shaping you into being like a model wife
But yes,
of that nature,
my
right? Okay.
and when I was younger, I hated it because I'd be like, so what? Why do my brother get to go do everything that he wants to do, but I'm a girl, so I have to stay at home. But it's funny how a lot of those things that your parents said to you, or my mother, I would say, because I didn't live with my father,
Mm.
but that my mother would say to me, it shaped me up when I got older because, like, when my children, I have three sons of my own.
Okay.
Um, and when they would go places and stuff, I would come home, I would cook, and I would be able to do everything else. But it taught me how to multitask. And at that time, of course, as a youth, you don't want to accept that. But as you get older, you start to realize how much that, can assist you in life.
Right. It builds a character,
It builds character.
right, and structure
Mhm.
within you yourself internally. I get it. So I'm off also to correct myself. I thought you were born and raised in Haiti, but
Mhm.
You from Bed Stuy or Brooklyn. I
Yeah.
don't know if you from Bed Stuy.
Now I'm from Flatbush and Linden.
Oh, Flatbush and Linden. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what.
absolutely. Mhm.
All
But
right.
I
I
mean,
mean,
listen, you
come
from
on.
Brooklyn, you from Brooklyn. It don't even matter. All
Yeah, it
of
don't
us
even matter. You know what I'm
at that
saying?
point, wherever you was at, we were all doing the same thing.
That part. You
Not
know what I'm
doing that
saying?
many different, things.
Yeah.
When I moved to New Jersey, it was like a culture shock for me.
Oh, you moved to Jersey? Okay.
Yeah, when I moved to Jersey when I was in my teens. It was quite a culture shock because we
Right.
moved here with my mother saying, it's suburban and we're gonna live in a suburban place and blah blah blah. And then you think that everybody's going to be so together because it's suburban.
Right.
It felt like we were more together in the urban community.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So that was different too.
cause like my wife, God rest her soul, she was from Bed Stuy, you know what I'm saying? And
Peace
she
be with
moved to Jersey, you know what I'm saying? And when we was,
her. Hmm.
we was courting each other, you know what I'm saying? She would tell me the same thing. Like she really loved she missed Brooklyn, but
Hmm.
you know what I mean, when she got over there it was just quiet. You know what I mean, she was looking for the quiet. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
it was.
I can relate because when I moved out to Jersey, it was just like it was like I'm coming from North Philly. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So everybody out there in the country is like on some green acres. You know what I'm saying? They keep to themselves more or less. You know what I'm saying? So it
Mhm.
was kind of an adjustment. But so growing up in that type of household, how did that help forge your writing? And because you talk of the experiences from the poetry to the
Mhm.
illustrator, or I guess the illustrations that you have in your other book, which I would love to see.
Mhm.
I'm going to invest into that book myself. But just something, just expound on that, your experiences growing up and how that helped forge, or did it help forge your
Yeah,
writings?
it was phenomenal. Like I think everything, like I said, everything happened for. the betterment of you. Um, being brought up in Brooklyn, you know, was wonderful because there was so much diversity.
Right.
Everybody lived in your building and you didn't know, like they were from all different countries, cultures, ethnicity, background. It was, we would had a neighborhood where everybody was from, you know, everywhere.
Right.
And it wasn't, it's funny because I don't even remember looking at it like, oh, this person is, you know, Asian or this person was, you know, of course we would say all the Asian kids in the school were the smart ones, you know. Um,
We said
so
that
those are the
too.
things that went everywhere. Like, oh yeah, you know, this one's getting the good grades. This one's the one that, you know, the smart one. But
Yeah, you gotta be
being
next to
brought
an
up,
Asian kid. No offense, but yeah, you want
yeah,
you want to pass, get your butt next to a
yes. But it was being brought up. Being brought up there was phenomenal. Coming from there to New Jersey, it wasn't because we were still young. But as I grew older, I never wanted to go back necessarily to Brooklyn. I would go back and visit. I would go back and feel, you know, wonderful. Like it was just such a great childhood.
right.
Like I didn't have like
Mhm.
there were things that of course that happened in and out, you know. Um, there's always bad times, but I felt like I was overwhelmed by so many good experience. And when
Mhm.
you sit down now and look back at it, things that you didn't know made, like for example, when you were in school in New York, the trips you would take were the trips that everybody up in New Jersey would want to trip. Like how many times y'all went to Broadway? How many times you saw cats? How many
Right.
times, you know,
Mhm.
because those were normal for us.
Oh wow. Okay.
Radio City Music Hall was normal for us. It was, but at the time when I was a child, I didn't really think it was a big deal
Right.
until you
Like,
go other places and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to. I'm like, okay, you're going to Radio City Music Hall, you know?
yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
How many
Yeah.
times, you know, have we had trips like that? How many times we went out? And of course, because it's the city.
Right.
But I'm glad that it happened the way that it did because it cultivated everything that I am today. Like I wasn't an educator. I worked for corporate America first, and then
Okay.
I became an educator. And then even becoming an educator, even that, you get on a different stage. Now you teach it. And that teaches you how to go out there because now you with kids that may not learn the same way. These kids learn like TikTok now, you know.
Yeah.
You got like
Mhm.
Yeah.
2 seconds. You got two
Instagram,
seconds. You don't
TikTok.
teach
Yeah.
me in 2 seconds. We moving on up. Please move us to the next part because we're bored already. They're,
Right.
you know, they're short minded, but at the same time, they have the ability to make what we couldn't make, you know, now where we will wait for later and be like, oh, when I finish college, I'll do this, you know.
Hmm.
Now we got children and young adults being that could teach us things in technology.
Practically, yeah.
Like, look at all of this that we're doing. We're sitting up here, like, you know, we're getting on, we're getting live, we're doing these things were not, you know, we barely had the phones. We had the beepers and you
Yeah.
would call me back.
She's
Yeah.
taking
Them
Call
it
me
God
back.
back.
pages.
Call me
Them
back.
God
I
pages.
can't call you back. You gotta
Motorola.
pay for
Yeah.
the call back. You have paper, you have pay phones outside where you put the quarters in. Yeah, these kids nowadays like, what? Everybody got a cell phone.
That's a
We
good
even now
memory,
have
though.
to, huh?
Yeah. Ancient
That's a good
history.
memory. Them pay phones. That was a good
Yeah,
memory.
yeah.
Man. You
We go
still see
back to like
remnants
that.
of it, but you don't. There's hardly any left.
None.
Mhm.
They have like certain place in New York that they would keep. Like if you even go next to the museum, they'll keep one over there in Brooklyn Museum. But that's only because, you know, that's next to the museum. They don't do
Pretty
that
much.
anymore. Imagine these kids now running for a payphone. Now they be like, well, my mother's on the phone when you in the classroom. I'm like, oh, that doesn't matter. They think that excuses them.
Right. It don't.
Mhm.
And their
It don't.
parents would say things like that, like, oh yeah, well, I'm on the phone and I'm calling. Yeah, but they in school.
Mhm.
You just pick up the phone at work? Like, do we just
They
in the
do.
classroom and they just
They do.
excuse me. And they say too, I'll be like, you speak to your mother like that? They be like, yep. Oh, okay. And
They
that's the
do.
end of all.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a different look for these kids nowadays because they think they're entitled. Some kids think they're entitled. That's my opinion.
Some, some.
And then you gotta, and then when you check them, you're out of pocket. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like
But
you
it's
can't
all
check
the
them.
relatability factor. Like I don't rarely do I have to check a student.
Hmm.
It's what they feel related to. So if they talk to me all the time, they tell me things. You got because you we all got to remember that we were there at one point.
Echo, yeah.
We were there at
Mhm.
one point, and we tried to get away. This is their time that they are going to try to get away. Nothing. They're not going to walk a straight path. We don't even walk a straight path now as adults.
Right. That's true.
Mm.
Some of us
Come
are
on.
still stuck in our youth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some
Yeah.
of us
And
are
it's fading away
traumatized and
real
still stuck.
fast.
There's a lot of things that go on. That's why I created the books, and I call them therapy in the book. All my
And I
books
was
are really therapy in the book.
and I was going to ask you that as an
Mhm.
educator, do that influence your writing as well? The way you write today.
Absolutely,
Hmm.
because I call
Yeah.
it because I watch adults, educators would sometime get into a back and forth with the students.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And you
Hmm.
and the reason they do that, it's not even you can't get mad and judge them and say anything. It's that 12 or 13-year-old coming out.
Hmm.
And that's who's arguing with the student. It's not the adult that's actually arguing. But nobody, many people don't go and get help. Many people don't
Right.
go, they don't feel like they need help because I've been through it this far. I got there and I'm educated and I got all of that.
Right.
But it really doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. That's why I wrote the seven baggage because I feel like we
Mm-hmm.
carry this baggage and nobody telling us because we get with people that just don't tell us. We
I
just keep
think
it
that's the
moving.
problem with some
Keep
people
it
that they don't want to admit they have problems, and they hold it in, and then they lash out, at unprecedented times, and it's
yeah,
like that's a problem within itself because if you don't check it at the door, then it's just gonna fester and grow like a cancer. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Can we get one of those poems? I'm like on the edge of my
That's
seat right now. Look,
listen,
I'm
Miss
like on the
Eminem,
edge of
you
my
took the
seat right
word
now.
right out of my mouth. I was getting ready to just say,
I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. Like please.
so without further ado, Miss Tatiana, could you bless us with one of those poems that you got going on?
All right. So this week, I wrote all poems today, yesterday, and my birthday, 2 days ago. So I had one poem that I wrote 2 days ago, and it was because I was looking at a picture of mine when I was, in school in New York, and I was on the train station. I was 15 at the time.
Mm.
So it's called From 15 to 51.
All right, world premiere. I mean, without further ado, you two show your love to Miss Tatiana.
Okay. So from 15 to 51, I didn't lose myself. I found pieces of me that brought me peace. I learned the difference between surviving loudly and thriving quietly. I'm 51 years of evidence that healing can look like style, that strength doesn't always shout, and wisdom doesn't always rush. I've walked through fire and learned how not to smell like smoke. I've been broken open, not broken down. I've learned that silence can be sacred, that boundaries are a love language, and that growth doesn't require an audience. I no longer confuse endurance with purpose or loyalty with self betrayal. I'm buried versions of myself that only existed to be accepted and resurrected. The one who knows exactly who she is. I am not who I was, and I don't owe her an apology. I am who survived. I am who learned. I am who chose herself without asking permission. From 15 to 51, I didn't harden. I refined. I didn't disappear. I arrived. Still standing, still soft, still sovereign, still I thrive.
Yes.
Man, man.
Yes. Ooh.
Ooh.
Talk about the pour out.
Mic drop.
I'm not who I
Boom.
was. Mm.
No.
Mark, that was this.
But you hang around people that want to make you think that you're still there because it makes them feel comfortable.
They want to keep you there.
Yeah, because it makes
So,
them feel comfortable.
mm-hmm.
But that was
You,
poetic. I mean, that was beyond poetic. That was just like so. It was the intensity and also the elegance, if I may say, tempered within that poem was just it just. I
it's
was just sitting there
crazy
like,
that you said that because I read it to a friend of mine today because she was like, "So that picture was when you was 15." I put it up on my Facebook. I said, "Yeah." She said, "That's crazy," and she was like, "Wow, you know what it is when you read, you just read like it's just we're just having a conversation, like because we are. That's what
yeah,
poetry does.
And that like
It's
spoke
love.
to like the 15 to the 51. It spoke to that whole range. Like it included all of us in that, and it spoke and poured into us at the same time. I'm like, woo! It poured into my 15-year-old and my person
Uh,
I am now.
and the young lady that was in there, I have a girls group, so
hmm
my girls group is called Lie, and now I started having boys in the group, right?
okay,
It's called Lie, which is love yourself enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm.
started at LLC like 11 years ago. But then with the school I was in prior to, I'm in Newark now, but the school I was in prior to that in Plainfield, I started it there. I left there, but a good friend of mine continues to, be the head over that. But I started a group because of that, because at first it was almost like I can tell what problem everybody else is having. So I was always a good indicator to, okay, I could see your problem already. I could read right through you. So my writing began, even though I've been journaling since I was 7, because I got my journal, you know. But it
Okay.
began really early because of things that happened to me, and then, like molestation, and that happened
Mm.
to me, and then I could see it in other people. Like I
Right.
can automatically see, like, okay, she going through the same thing because you feel them around you. It's your spirit really talking.
And you can help people relate to their inner feelings. I mean,
Yep,
that's the whole purpose of poetry, to help
that
people
is.
relate, and people can relate to
Yeah,
what what the speaker is saying. I mean, on all levels, because that poem itself is spoke on all levels, from your younger perspective to your more mature, older perspective,
yeah,
and you condensed it so diligently. It just is mind blowing that you put it in such a prose that it captures. I mean, the very essence of hopefully people understanding where you're coming from and they can relate to it.
I
yeah.
believe it. I believe it does.
Yeah, unquestionably,
Yes.
man,
Yes. I,
unquestionably.
I think it transcends across all ages on that one.
Mhm.
Very much. And definitely I seen that you went into like you love yourself enough. I was gonna ask you about that.
Mhm.
I seen
Yeah,
that you're a founder of that. So I thank you for explaining
Mhm.
what that is
yeah.
for
'Cause I
yourself.
feel like a lot of people walk around with low self-esteem.
They do,
They
They
do.
pretend,
they
they
do.
pretend that they have higher, they have high self-esteem, and they fake it till they make it, but they don't make it.
Right.
Hmm.
Because you're not really doing the inner work. You're really doing what's outer. You're really showing to everybody else this is what it is, but it really isn't.
It's
And when
it's
I work with
actually
people,
easier for them. For some reason, it's easier for people to walk in that walk like that than give themselves self-love.
yes,
Because
Well,
then that
and
shines the light on yourself. Like it
mhm,
holds you accountable.
well, a
yeah,
lot of people wear masks. You know what I'm saying? They mask and
absolutely,
hide, what's really going on the inside. And it goes back to my previous point,
absolutely,
which I was saying to you, Ms. Tatiana, is that a lot of people, they tend to hold it in, and it comes out in the wrong way. And
yes,
that happened with a lot of
they do.
the young kids,
And
and
then
even
we have a lot
even
of
to
behavior
adults. It
issues.
happens.
We have a lot of behavior issues. We have a
Exactly.
lot of
Mm.
people that's, didn't go to therapy, so they don't know what problems they have. And now
Right.
you're taking on their problem. Now you're carrying their baggage. Now everything is getting too heavy for you. We all go into pretending once things start getting too heavy,
Right.
you know.
It's
But
easy. I think it's easy to mask your feelings than to actually, unlock them and unleash them. Well, not so much as unleash, but just to let them go.
okay. So you spoke about mask, right?
Hmm.
Can I read my next poem?
Yes.
Undoubtedly, okay.
All
I
right.
mean,
This
next
was
up.
this was written today. I just wrote it. So I was reading through it and seeing, but I wrote it today, and it was because of something I went through. And like I said, a lot of times you're going through things, but you give voice to people that um, are going through it or went through it because they don't want to tell anybody. And again, that becomes what turmoil for you. That becomes
Mhm.
trauma for
Mm.
you, and now you're carrying another baggage, right?
Right.
So I have 7 baggage, but I list that afterwards. But this
Mm.
one is called
Okay, we being breezy tonight, y'all. Another world premiere. You know what I'm saying?
this one is
On
called
Live with Miss Kia.
unoccupied. Unoccupied. Have you ever visited a haunted house? Not the kind with tickets and tour guides. I mean the kind with the for sale sign, the price just right, but something about it feels off. I did. It's dark, creepy, noises as you tiptoe through the space, sounds where stillness should live. You hear movement with no source and talk yourself into courage. Be brave, Tatiana. Be brave. You jump when screams echo from a distance, heart on high alert because fear has a frequency, and this house hums in it. The wild part, you knew. You were warned. Names whispered, stories shared, red flags waving like caution tape, but you thought maybe I'm the change agent. Maybe my light will beam so bright it will chase the shadows out. because you didn't come empty handed. You came with Florida water, with prayer, with patience, with purpose. You were ready to clean house, room to room. You imagined renovations, spoke like it into cracked walls, planned features in spaces that never honored the present. You kept saying, this could be something. Let me go back over that. You were ready to clean house, room to room. You imagined renovations, spoke life into cracked walls, planned futures in spaces that never honored the present. You kept saying this could be something, but there were lessons in every room, not inspirational quotes, truth etched into the walls by what survived before you. In one room, quiet and deliberate, a spider waited in the corner. I stepped closer, hoping for Charlotte Webb, the kind that spins care. But the name beneath the web said Anansi. Anansi, carried from tales of Africa, smuggled across oceans in memory, surviving ships, chains, and silence. Stories passed mouth to mouth when books were forbidden. A spider who learned how to live by weaving wisdom into traps, using cleverness to outgrow strength and survival to excuse harm. And the walls, covered in silks so detailed they look like Egyptian hieroglyphics, truth within the threads, history you don't read, you recognize. Every strand told on him, wisdom collected, never shared, growth preached, never practiced, a web designed to catch others while he stayed fed. That's when I noticed every mirror curved towards him. Every hallway led back to his becoming. The house wasn't broken, it was self-centered. Renovations only where guests could see. Renovations only where guests could see. The foundation cracked on purpose, and I realized healing doesn't require my exhaustion. Growth doesn't demand my erosion. Love doesn't ask me to live in the dark so someone else can glow. So I stopped cleaning, stopped explaining, stopped calling survival sacred labor. I packed my light, didn't slam doors, didn't curse the walls. I just left because the house wasn't haunted. It already knew who it was. And finally, so did I. That's it.
Yes.
Man,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
So I
yo.
can tell you what it's about. What do you think it's about?
Oh man, it touched so intensely. I was just I just got lost in your words for a moment, and then it just snapped back to me. And I'm listening, and I'm saying to myself, like, man, it sounded like you talk about somebody who was going through like a really difficult time in their life.
And a healing as well, like
Yeah,
removing the
I
mask,
heard the
holding
healing.
herself accountable, healing, and just being authentic yourself in the end.
Yeah.
So it was going through a relationship that I went through, and it was going through that process. And in the relationship, the haunted house was the relationship, was the man.
Mm.
Mm.
And the
Yep.
haunted house described everything in there. Like you were warned, names whisper stories, shared red flags waving like caution tape. But you thought
Mm.
maybe I'm a change agent. Maybe I'm a change agent. Maybe my light will beam so bright it will chase the shadows out because you didn't
Mhm.
come empty handed. You came with Florida water, with prayer, with patience, with purpose. You were ready to clean house, room to room. You imagined renovations, spoke life into cracked walls, planned futures in spaces that never honored the present. You kept saying this could be something, but there were lessons in every room, in every single room. In one room, quiet and deliberate, a spider waited. And it goes on to, if you know who, do you guys know who Anansi is? No.
No.
No, I don't.
There's an
No.
African tale of Anansi and
Okay.
his betrayal. He's a spider. Allowing me to go off of that. That's teaching moment. But
But
it's a
Teach
betrayal
us.
that happens in him.
okay, teach it, teach it.
It's a betrayal that happens. And with that said, it was tales told with, going to slave ships and all of that. That's how they would tell tales about this spider. Very well known in Africa. Right.
Mm.
Oh man,
So it
I'm
goes on to
telling you,
that. So it's a betrayal. It's you being with somebody and you thinking that somebody is that wearing a mask. That
right,
somebody is wearing a mask. And there's different things that go along with that. And you're thinking like, oh my gosh. And it takes you a long time to even see that because you're busy trying to create a great relationship.
right. And a person that's not on your level, or they're not on the same page as you, they can come in and wreck shop
And
and
rec-
cause all type of maladaptions, and that happens a lot. And as a result of that, we have the end result, which is damaged goods, unfortunately. And those damaged goods don't get checked or repaired. They just go on to be further more damage. Have more damage imbued upon it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's learned behavior too, passed down generation to
Mhm.
generation
Mhm.
too.
It's unpacked baggage.
Yes.
We
Right.
all passing the baggage.
I like
One of
that.
my baggage, one of them is regret. Number one. Number two is anger. Of course, number seven is abandonment, because abandonment is one of the biggest baggage because it
Mm,
carries all the other baggage.
Mhm.
Then you got mistrust, right? And then you got doubt and fear, which goes hand in hand. I say that you carry them together, doubt and fear, right?
Absolutely.
Shame and guilt. Those are seven
mm,
baggage.
mm.
Mm.
Shame cause you to think a certain way. Guilt cause you to react a certain way. There's the thinking and the reaction. So all of those baggage you continue to carry, and then it's passed down from generation to generation because nobody unpacks.
Dysfunctionality.
Yep.
It's like it becomes like a casualty of war. And
But for
if you
us, we
become
think
if you
unpacking means arguing.
right,
We think unpacking means I get to tell you this is how it is, and you don't see it that way. But that person still, now that person just comes back to argue with you, and none of us is really healing it. That person still doesn't understand that this is a problem that's going to go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
wow,
You carry from one relationship to another.
Unpacking them baggage is dealing with some uncomfortable spaces and
yeah,
some uncomfortable things, and not a lot of people were comfortable with that.
At all.
Like at all.
yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, oh my
It's never
goodness.
comfortable. It's never
Woo.
comfortable.
You unpacking some baggage tonight on us.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, it's like
Woo.
it's a healthy admittance to common problems that people, not just people in the hood, but people abroad.
Mm-hmm.
They deal
Yes.
with these situations every single day, and the way that they address it may not be necessarily the best way to address it unless you address it thoroughly. This is why we have broken people. This is why we have self hatred, and we have hatred of self. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? This is what caused the cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? And so to address these needs, I think that if we address it, in a proper way and let it come out instead of holding it in, then it'll make that person a better person. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
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 They dress it
But
up though.
sometimes the point is they do dress it up between the
Mm-hmm.
mask and dress it up. But sometimes you meet somebody. I feel like everybody you meet and encounter came to make you grow bigger. It's what actions you take afterwards. So what do
Right.
you do with the experience, the lesson that you get from the experience?
A
Do you
lesson
get
on a
stuck on the
blessing.
experience or do you get stuck on a lesson?
Mm.
Part of
Mm.
us get stuck on the experience because we keep retelling the same story. And the retelling of the story doesn't mean you resolve the story because now you're going to find in somebody else because you retelling the story.
Yeah, I could say they repeat it. That
Yeah,
some people repeat the same cycle over. It
over
might
and
be
over
different
again,
faces, but it's the same
same
cycle over
cycle.
and over until they learn that lesson they need to learn.
And then they be like,
Right.
oh, everybody comes and do this. This what you was inviting. You still not telling the story from the lesson, starting with the lesson first.
Mm.
That's when you get over everything. When you had an experience, you start with the lesson first. And if you tell the story with the lesson first and then the experience, you come to find that you put that in the back.
Miss
Right.
Kier is throwing her pin at you,
Oh, I
and
like
that
it.
is a compliment in the
Okay.
biggest
There's a
form.
I'm
there's
trying to
a
tell you, yo. I see Miss Kid up there. She threw the pin.
because
Yo,
she can't throw that voice. The voice is not the one.
that is
You
a
can't do
compliment.
that.
The voice ain't voicing, but the pen
The
is
voice ain't
pinning.
voicing, but
Look,
Yeah,
she
you
that
like, I'm
part.
gonna, I'm gonna throw this pin at you.
okay.
I got you,
But
Miss Kier. I know what it is.
That's
thank you,
right.
thank you.
Hold, we're gonna take a pause for the call. We're gonna go to the comments real quick and see what's buzzing, cousin. You know what I'm saying? Um, Miss Eminem, can you see what the comments are? Cause I can
I
see the
am going to take a look and
and
see.
see who's out there popping non-stopping as we are dropping these jewels from Miss Tatiana. And
Oh, well, somebody said the storytelling is so amazing, and I've been waiting in my Eric Summon voice.
Eric Sermon. Okay.
That was me.
That was just
Yes.
yeah.
And then and I think they also said yes, Tatiana, yes. It was a
Okay.
lot of
Okay.
S's at the end of that.
That
That's
was
right.
I like that one. I like that one.
And then somebody said, Miss Tatiana, my name is Marie. Thank you for that. It just shed more light for me.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yes.
Shouts
So
out
it
to
is
Marie. How
touching.
you doing? All right. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you,
Yes.
thank
And
you.
then
I can't see your name.
Rashida Jackson. This poem is yelling at me. I'm receiving it though. Ain't no truth like the mirror's reflection.
Yes,
That's right.
the mirror reflection is some truth. That was a
Yeah.
good
So
part to
you out
come.
there speaking to
Mhm.
our people, and they look, they getting hit with all the darts you got today.
Yes. They I mean YouTube is weighing in nicely, and that is just more support of the poet, author, everything that is totally positive, and supportive of everything that we're doing. So we are going to go right back to the questions. Miss Eminem, do you have another question for Miss
Ooh, I
Tatiana?
have another question. She look, she fed me a lot. Like look, she fed me a lot. Like look,
listen, listen.
she
Do you want your cornbread? Do
and
you
look
want your
I
and
love it.
some
cornbread?
Not
look
the cornbread.
and some. I
I'm
don't
trying to tell you.
know. I mean, like she really like touched on so much. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Like
Yeah.
everything I had written down, she just filled my cup over and over. It's just overflowing right now. Like you see me, if you could see the page that I wrote everything down, it's just like I do like I'm one of your students. I do it all over this place. I'm gonna have to figure this all out when I'm done. But you also have a business. I see you say it's so an entrepreneur in soul. Can you tell us a little
Mhm.
bit more about that? Even though you were
But
speaking to our soul, like can you tell us what
I
that
do,
actually means to you?
Yeah.
I do consultation. So
Mm.
in my consulting, I used to do life coaching. I stopped doing that altogether because I felt that the individual work became draining, right?
Mm.
But I feel like if I go to the collective, because people don't want to face themselves when it's by themselves. So a
It's
lot of
hard.
times, if you go to a group of people, and then once they feel like it's like going to church, everybody be like, "This is my message. That's my message. That message belongs. It belongs to all of you, but in a different way, right?"
Mm.
So I often say that there's four different pillars. For me, I wrote there's emotional, there's spiritual, there's physical, and there's mental. Those are four
Mm-hmm.
pillars that make up you, right? A lot of times I feel like in my business, I consult all of it, but I do it now on a general more than life, like just coaching. And then I look at my books as therapy. So I'm always like, yo, get the book. Cause you're gonna start reading and you're gonna be like,
Get the
oh, because for me, the
books.
books, yeah, you're right. But for me, it was my therapy. So everybody's always like, oh, whatever I send for you to read, trust and believe. I know it's me writing it, but I go back and read my books. Like I'm reading Brooklyn We Go Hard now. And I was
Mm.
reading because I didn't read it after I put the poems in there. And I'm reading it now and I'm getting excited like it wasn't me that wrote it. And I'm
Mm.
like, why did she do that? But I'm the one that, and I wrote it in such a way because that book was written, like I said, for young adults, and then it's mostly adults that read it, right? But
Mhm.
it was written because I felt like people would not come out and say, I need help in this space. But now, if you into the character, whichever character you into, it tells you what type of help you need.
Mm.
And
Mm.
you'll see their parents. One of the girls, the mother passed away, but she passed away because she had just giving a little detail. She ended up getting HIV, becoming HIV positive because she was with a man. She was married to him all this time and had her father, right? But he does whatever and he comes back home and she's like, "Well, I'm the one with the ring."
Mm.
Mm.
And then continuing that, that becomes another mental state. That becomes another baggage put on top of you. That becomes, I don't want everybody out there to know until a woman shows up in front of her house to curse her out and she's got the door closed because she don't want the whole neighborhood to know all the things that she let pass.
Right.
Mm. Yeah.
But
Another
those,
Yeah.
is
those
a,
are
is a tragic
self-worth
heartbreak.
things. Those are things that you gotta actually feel that you're worthy, you know? And a lot of times we tell ourselves, well, everybody, because this is something we commonly say, that nobody's perfect, so everybody's going to have a problem. But is that the problem you want to deal with?
Right.
Yeah, I can
Right.
say
Everybody will have problems.
I dealt with a lady that where her daughter had a problem at work where like the coworkers were talking about her, um, and just she talking about her because she was young and just kind of like I don't know trying to school her or trying to like just get on her type of way. But the
Mm,
mother took so much offense of like how she was dealt with because she's in like a corporate world with white men, corporate
mhm,
white men. So the way she had to deal with stuff, she was teaching her daughter the way to deal with it, and her daughter didn't want to deal with it that way, and she was just overpowering her daughter with her voice. And we were in a collective group and was trying to talk, and she was like, well, you're not going to tell me how to tell my daughter. And we had to let her know, like, we're not trying to tell your daughter, but we're trying to break the cycle of how
mm.
to get across that I'm a young intelligent black woman,
That's
and that
right.
we're not going to bring each other down.
Right.
Could that
I'm not going
also
to
be?
Yeah, I'm not
Right.
gonna do negativity against negativity. We're not gonna bring each other down. We're gonna
Yeah.
empower each other, and I'm gonna show you that I'm empowered. I'm a powerful young female.
And
I
see,
think
that's
that's part of the problem, though. I
okay.
think part of the problem is the fact that we feel obviously what you're doing wasn't working.
Hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It just means that it's not working with your daughter,
Right.
right? Everybody
Right.
learn differently. There's different ways that all of us learn. Some of us are visual learners, some of us are audio learners, some of us are kinesthetic learners. So if we all learn differently, then your daughter may not be learning it the way you're teaching her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Hmm.
coming across her. So you must understand that somebody else may be able to do it.
Right.
And that doesn't take away, see, that's your self esteem because that doesn't take away from you being a great mother. That actually puts
At
in
all.
to you being a great mother because now you're willing to get other people to help out.
Right.
Because
Mm-hmm.
then you took away the concept of the village, and which is what's been taken
Oh
away
yeah,
anyway.
because she
Yeah.
started cutting everybody
Yeah.
down. Like she just
Yeah,
started attacking like all the
exactly. But
women in
you
the room.
attacking them because you feel your self esteem is being questioned. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're attacking them because you're not even sure of what you're doing. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not
Right.
working because she doesn't want to take your, so she doesn't want to take what you're saying. So maybe it's somebody else say it. I'm a teacher, but when I go into the classroom, I expect to teach everybody, but not everybody will learn from me.
Right.
True.
Not everybody's teachable.
Yeah.
Not everybody's
Mm-hmm.
teachable. I was going to say that right there might have interpreted that as a attack on her character as far as being a mother and being capable or capable enough
Mhm.
to raise her own child. But as you were just saying, Tatiana, that the village mentality had almost faded
And
in the black
almost.
community, especially because we some of us are so close minded that we can't see help, especially when somebody's actually trying to help. It's easy for most of us to knock each other down, which takes no effort. But it's so
Mhm.
hard to build somebody else up and empower them and want to see better for them.
Because too many
But
of us trying to be heroes and we act like there's not a platform for everybody to be a hero.
Right.
We all
mm,
don't have the same gift. We all don't have the same passion. Yeah. We may have similar gifts, but there's something that make you unique.
Exactly.
And if you're still trying to battle with somebody else on what makes them unique, then you really don't know what makes you unique. You
We
still
don't.
trying to find you in an
A lot of people
identity
don't know who
crisis.
they are.
You in an identity crisis.
Exactly.
mm.
You trying to find your identity.
Shoot.
Somebody stole it. You don't know who stole it. You trying to find it.
Shoot, some people trying to spell identity, let alone trying to find identity. So that's the problem from the get up. You know what I'm saying? You can't spell it.
Absolutely.
How you gonna attempt
Absolutely.
it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
That is North Philly
Absolutely.
finest
You
right
know what
there
I'm saying?
for
That's
you.
right
Yo,
there.
that is a North
Schooling you.
Philly finest. You know what I mean?
Schooling
Quotable.
you.
You know what I'm
Schooling
saying?
Fooling you.
you.
Only me would say that. Yes, yes. The rhythm, the rebel. You heard it live on Mz.KIR. I
Do
That's
make
you
no
right.
apologies.
North Philly, you have any more questions for Miss TV? Because I
Yeah,
want to
I
hear
got
her
one
next
more
piece.
question.
What's your
So,
one more
um,
question?
as far as your organizations that you're involved with, would you please reiterate the organization that you're involved with and how they're impactful in your community?
Mm,
So my organization is that lie, the Love Yourself Enough. It impacted because you change each individual person. You build their self-esteem. So we always have community events, but one of my biggest community events is fashion show. It's no place to showcase a person that has self-esteem issues than a fashion show,
Okay.
right? You got to build your confidence. You got to be able to walk. You got to be able to walk with, pizzazz. You got to feel like something. I've never had a fashion show that at the end, the girls that walked in it that was scared, or the guys too, because did I tell you guys that guys started joining too? Um, my last year there at Plainfield, guys started joining there. And it built all of them up. They
Okay.
were able to walk. They were their creative edge. I said, so what are we gonna do in between? Who's in charge of this? I put everybody in charge of something. It made them feel like they were, bosses at some point.
Okay.
You give them and you build them up. So that to me is one of my biggest. That's my baby live. Um,
I, I
I
hear.
do women workshops. I have done for like a lot of people. Mayors. I did Ross Barack. Well, you guys know him from Newark, right? I did a poetry thing for him probably last April.
Okay.
Um,
For
and
who's that again?
Ross Baraka.
Oh, oh,
Uh,
oh, seriously?
he's Newark. Well, the mayor. He ran for governor. Great person. And that was the first time I met him.
Okay.
So down to earth. Like I feel like I was like, oh, I would definitely vote for somebody like this because it's not political with me, but he's very much this really who he is. He's
Okay.
after the betterment of and the answers he give you is almost like straight, great person, great person.
He not the average politician.
Yeah, he's not that he is a politician because that's what he's into, you
Right. Of
know.
course.
But you would mostly look at him as an organizer, a person that would do different. Like I met him for the first time that day, and I did a poem there that day. I did the baggage. I did the 7 bag. I didn't do all 7. I did 4 baggage and the baggage we carry, and how he would alleviate many of the baggage through his organization and through things that had happened to his life. Because I believe all the experiences you have in your life is what brings you to where you at. But you have to make the right choice from that. Again, not getting stuck on the experience, but the lesson that you got from that experience. I looked at him very different after meeting him that day. And it was a good friend of mine, Dr. Page. She had she organized something for him. She does a lot of events as well. She organized something for him, and that's where I met him, and I was part of that. You
Okay.
know, so
Wow, that's
yes,
dope.
I
That is.
did it for Orange Mayor as well. We used to have this thing called Teen Summit in Orange.
Mhm.
And it
Orange,
ran,
New Jersey.
yeah, in Orange, New Jersey. It
Mhm.
ran for like 12, 13 years. I always did the women workshop and the girls workshop.
Okay.
So I would do different things. I would do painting, or they would put affirmation words in there, things to remember. Our workshops was very like that's where I remember meeting a young lady there telling me she came to my show because she kept on putting up my picture. And it was like the most touch. I could never remember her name, but she was like, I kept putting your picture up on my refrigerator and saying, I'm going to go to this workshop. And she said, I came today. She pulled me aside and she said, I came today because my last step was to kill myself today.
Oh
And I'm
man.
going to kill myself because of everything that was going on in my life. She told me she had 6 children. I say this because I hope to one day run into her and know that she didn't, do anything, and she kept on keeping on, and she's in a great place. But she said, I have 6 children and I go through it day in and day out, but every day I kept on looking at your picture saying I have to go see her. And she said, I didn't regret one thing of coming to see you today. And I felt like
Now that's
that was what
empowerment.
I
At
needed.
its finest.
She don't know because she think like she's coming to see me and think like, well, everybody comes in, everybody. But that for me was like what I needed. Because I say God used people as tools
Absolutely.
deliver what you need, what to hammer out of you, what to screw into you. I say that all the time. You carry a tool belt, and that's God using people to come into your life. And rather or not, you be like, that was a bad experience, but bad experience made you stronger. That bad experience
Mm.
made you a better person. That bad experience put you in a place that was better than you were yesterday. And the only
Absolutely.
reason it's putting you
Yes.
in the place where you were yesterday is because you keep telling that story and not the lesson.
Mm.
Man. Listen, that right there hit hard home. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And that story alone is uplifting and motivational enough to garner people to understand that the help is there if
It's
you
there.
if you want to embrace it. and you
Yes.
should not be reluctant to help, especially when it's a free thing to do. You
It's
feel
a
me?
free thing.
So without
You
further
got
ado,
this
yeah, I
podcast,
mean,
right?
can
You
you
got the
bless us with
podcast.
another joint?
Isn't this podcast free? Right?
Yeah.
Anybody could
Mhm.
get on here. But when you get on here and everybody that's speaking on here, you made me laugh so much time that I felt like my eyes was gonna cry, you know? And then even getting into Miss Eminem, like her personality comes off bubbly for me. And
Yeah.
for me, I read people well. So for me, it's almost like, wow, I like that. I like from the beginning, it felt like it was comfortable with all of you,
That's
you know?
what's up.
Yes.
Well, you
And
can
of
read me
course,
like a Marvel Spider-Man comic book. You
oh,
know what I'm
okay, all
saying?
right.
I'm
You know
easy
what
to
I'm saying?
read. You feel what I'm
Here we go,
saying?
Marvel comic book. And it's great, even if I didn't hear her,
I'm
you know,
trying to tell you about myself. You know what I mean?
even though
You
you
know,
did not get to hear Miss.KIR because her her voice, but I also know that your spirit speaks louder.
yeah,
Your spirit speaks louder
that's
because you
what's
can
up.
step aside.
Our lovable Topra is still in the house, in the cut. You know what I'm saying? What? You
Whoop,
Yes.
know what I
whoop.
mean?
Miss Kier, keeping it real.
I'm trying to tell you.
Keeping
So
it
again,
real.
wait a minute. So again, without further ado, can you bless us with another joint or two?
Okay, so you know when you was younger, or when I was younger, we had this whole black and white, light skin and dark skin type thing, right?
It's still
And
Oh
around.
man, don't do school days on us.
listen,
The
yeah, we
jigaboos and the
had
what?
we had we had light skin and dark skin, and so a lot of people that didn't know, because a lot of light skinned people like myself would come to the whole thing that I didn't want nobody saying good things about me because it made me feel bad, because anybody that was dark about me, like, you're conceited, you know, because you're light skinned, and all the other things that they throw at you because you're light skinned. But I felt like, okay, let everybody burst in whatever they were. But then that made my self esteem get to a place. But now I'm at a place where I just feel like I'm simply irresistible. So I wrote this today.
Okay.
Mm.
I wrote this today,
Ah!
and it's called Simply Irresistible. So
Yes.
there's a kind of magic that doesn't sparkle. It doesn't stabilize. It's quiet, unrushed, certain. And when you become simply irresistible, a new set of people step forward, not to meet you, but to measure you. They decide you're pretty and assume that must mean pretty easy, pretty surface, pretty small. And I smile because I'm brain and beauty, strategy and softness, depth with delivery. Turn me inside out, and what you'll find isn't weakness, it's weight. Enough pressure to raise blood, enough truth to require medication. No worries though. I'll give you everything I've got, and still, you won't be able to put it together the way I do, because my confidence wasn't gifted, it was forged. Experience taught me, lessons shaped me, disappointment disciplined me. Every moment that tried to reduce me only refined my self esteem. I didn't just raise the bar, I became the standard. That's magic. Not illusion, not performance, not persuasion, it's presence. And it doesn't ask to be believed, it's recognized simply because I'm simply irresistible. That's it.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. I mean, that speaks volume by itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And I feel like
Okay,
when
Miss
you
Kia, I see you.
I feel when you come into yourself like that,
Mhm.
nobody can now tell you who you are, what you are,
Mm.
when you are. It's not a thing about thinking too much of yourself, but if you don't think too much of yourself, who's going to do it?
Yeah.
You're the
And you
leader
got
of what
speaking to
you are.
yourself too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
You gotta know who you are and embrace who you are. You know what I'm saying?
embrace
And don't
it.
let nobody tell you different.
Yeah, they can't tell you difference when you're telling them you're simply irresistible. It really doesn't matter what you
Mm.
think.
All right
What you
now.
think and what you
All
feel can
right.
stay over there.
Yes.
Oh, watch
Yes.
out now.
Watch
Listen,
out now. Dun, dun,
listen.
dun, 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 dun,
Listen, I'm in the background.
dun.
All
Watch out
right.
now.
All right. All
That
right.
was
Just
a
throw
little
your
musical
hands in the
break.
air. Wave like you just don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Miss Karen was waiting for us to do a little musical break for
I
her.
know, right? That's a little musical
It's
breakdown.
breakthrough. It's a
I got
breakthrough.
you, Miss Karen. I got
It's a
you.
breakthrough.
Just throw
Dun-dun.
your hands in the air and
And
wave
wave
like
them
you
like
just
you just
don't
don't.
care. And you're
Hey,
simply irresistible. Somebody say,
oh
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right now. Yo, this, this is another edition, just for y'all condition. Y'all know what I'm saying, of Live with Ms. Kier. Topra in the building. We got Miss Eminem co-hosting,
Woo
and we
woo.
got the lovely, most talented, most intellectual Miss Tatiana Miss TV in the house.
Is the price right? Is the price right that they call my name? The price is right. Come on down. I'm coming.
You got your
Listen,
interest song. You
I'm
got something
coming.
you
I'm
want
coming.
us to sing for you
I'm
to
coming.
intro.
you know what I'm saying? You heard it, sissies, in my X-Clan voice. You know what I'm saying? Miss Tatiana, could you bless us with another poem?
Another one?
Yes, feel
I
like
thought it was,
another one. Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was
give us
three.
that thing that you do
I
so
don't know which
well.
one I want to do. I want to.
That baggage poem.
I'm sure. Yeah, yes. Thank you,
How
Miss
you know about the
Eminem.
baggage poem? What's going on here? Let
Cause
me
you
see.
I
So
was
this is one of my
listening.
books. This is
I
one of my
was
books.
listening. I'm a good pupil. I was listening. I was taking notes.
That's
Mm.
right. That's
Look at the
right.
look at the note take
That's
over there.
the
Look at the
co-host
note take
right
over
there.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
Now note
That's
taker
the
got me
co-host
going
right
into the book.
there.
Let me see which one I want to. I could say an old one. No, I don't want to say an old one. I want to say no. I think I know which one I want to do.
See, that's a poet. She got an
Um,
arsenal ready to unload. I'm trying to.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You see that
Okay.
artwork on that
This one
book?
is short. This
I'm
one is
looking.
short, and it's called The Wizard of Odds, not
Mm.
Oh,
odds, right? One of our greatest setback is giving our hearts to those who only needed a brain. Start that again. One of the biggest setbacks is giving our hearts to those who only had a brain, who only needed a brain. And when they couldn't see your worth, they sent you to the Wizard of Odds, searching for courage, for wisdom, for love you already carry. You lost yourself in your blindness, but the greatest miracle is this: when you search for yourself, you find wonders, treasures buried deeper than anyone else's opinion. You are not a mistake. You are the golden lesson. Setback only meant to set you forward, leading you back to you. That's it.
love that, man. Yo, Mike Scott.
Yes.
Boom. I
I
mean,
would like to give everybody their flowers, starting with Miss TV. Like, it's been such a pleasure being in the room with you. And
yes.
one of my things this year is just to be in the room and to be in the room with you and everyone. Keep showing up, keep pouring into everyone. You are much needed, even though you may think you're only a dim light in the shadows. You are much brighter than that. So I want to give you your flowers today and thank you, thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you for everything that you have poured out and everything you have done and is going to continue to do going forth. I want to shout out Miss Rosalia that was
Yeah,
taking care of the comments tonight. She was
that's
doing her
right.
thing behind the scenes. And if I say it right, Miss Poesses, spoken word, she's also a co-host
Poesis.
of Mz.KIR's
Oh,
podcast. That was Miss Rashida Jackson. So I wanted to give her a shout out. Make sure I connected to North Philly
Of
Finest.
course. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm
Yo, you did
saying
that, John.
I
You did that,
that
John.
joint,
You
thank you.
did that, John. You did your thing.
that
You
joint.
held
Yeah,
Miss
I'm
Kier
saying
down
we
in her
holding it down for
moment.
Miss Kid. Yeah, I mean,
Yes, you held it down. And Miss Kier, you
oh,
always keeping it real. You always keeping it real. Woo, woo, woo.
uh,
I
always
appreciate you
keeping it
guys for
real.
always bringing me
I gotta
back.
put
Yo,
the track
I
in there.
really love it here.
That's right.
I really love it here. So I want to thank you guys. Yes, this was dope.
Yo,
So
you
this
know how
comes on
we
when?
do. You know what
So
I'm
you
saying?
guys go live when? Every Friday?
Every Friday. Yep, every Friday. You have open mic, of course. You know what I'm saying? That flows. Miss Kid, that's sometime on the weekend, right? Yeah, I mean,
February 28th.
don't want you to strain
Okay.
yourself.
Don't want
Right.
no
Don't
thing.
don't do that.
February 28th, Pajama Jammy Jam.
Ow!
Hey,
Pajama jammy jam, y'all.
the
Without
Jammy
kid play
Jam is
though.
back.
I mean, without kid play, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? I seen a joint on them, short joint. I seen a joint on. They was in a concert, and people was hating on them because they're not moving as fast as they used to. Yo, they in their 50s. What y'all expect? You know what I'm
So what
saying?
that mean? What that
60s.
mean?
And they
What that
I'm
60s.
just
mean?
saying.
What that
You know,
mean?
like Big. I
You
seen
moving
Big Daddy
fast.
in concert.
You
You know
don't
what I'm
see
saying?
me?
Big Daddy
I'm out
still.
here.
I mean, he still got the moves. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
out here. Me too. I'm moving fast.
Let's go.
Yes.
Listen, I'm doing the running
It's
man
gonna
right
slow
now. I have
down
my
anyway
seat.
too.
Look, I'm
Nah,
doing the
it's
running
gonna slow
man.
down anyway. I'm gonna be out of breath in a minute.
I'm tired. I can't even do the Roger Rabbit. I can just do the Roger.
Listen, I don't know where
I can do the
Robert got lost,
percolator.
but it
Can
ain't
do the
where Roger's at.
percolator.
Not me. Not me.
Yo,
I'm gonna do it backwards. No way.
You.
We're gonna BOGO
yo.
next. We're gonna BOGO. That's what we do.
Okay.
Pepper seed, pepper seed. You gonna have
Uh,
to do those kind of dance because those only use the arms.
Oh man.
listen.
I'm about to deal with out of breath too long.
No, don't look, don't hold
Kids
it
be
up.
taking me
Like we
things in
out
the
here doing
school,
the
they be
line
like,
dances
I'm like,
now.
yo, your club dance is really different. We have Follow Me. We would do club dances too, but you guys are really yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
might as well flip. You might as well use the y'all doing a lot there.
Oh yeah.
You know
yeah.
you're gonna
Oh
do all
yeah.
of that. By the
Yeah.
time
Oh
you're
yeah.
done, you lost 10 pounds.
Yeah. Don't sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get on that dance floor. You come in at 220. You gonna leave at $150. I'm trying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm like, yo, you really tired at this point.
That's the new Billy Blank. Billy Blank 2000.
Yo, remember the
Billy Blank
TikTok? Oh my
2.0.
goodness. And people was buying that.
For
Yeah.
real.
People was buying it. He
He was
made all
doing
his money.
he was doing it. He was doing
Yeah.
it. He was doing the
Yeah.
thing.
Hey, listen, I'm not even going. I'm not even going. I mean, hate on the brother. You know what I'm saying? Billy Blanks was that boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He kind of looked like a mixture of Wesley. If Wesley Snipes
I don't
had
got no
looked like
type of
Seal.
Wesley.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh man.
Wesley Snipes was that boy, but yeah, I mean, Seal was that dude too. You know what I mean? But that's another story.
Yes. Yes, they all were amazing.
Yes, it was.
They were.
So Miss Tatiana, do you have any takeaways that you would love to bless us with for YouTube audience and also the Facebook audience family?
Get my books. Get my books is 1, 2, 3, and 4. I said all 4 of them. I gave the link in there.
Okay.
This is fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I wanted to do something new because I have so many poems. Writing a poetry book was
Yes.
another thing. And I wanted to so today I just challenged myself. And I
Okay.
said, let me write today and see if I could,
Well, them
And
poems were powerful.
it is.
They were totally powerful. I mean,
And
it
that's
hit
all.
the heart.
Bless somebody
Bless
sing.
you.
Oh, bless you.
Thank
I
you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
oh no way. No no way with that. Thank you. No way. No way.
Look,
Oh,
as my auntie say, get that lemon. She told
Listen,
me she told me
ginger,
get that salt
with some
water
ginger
and
tea,
warm water.
make it, whatever you
You
gotta
know,
do. Whatever
get
happens.
some get some Canada
There's other
Dry.
things too, but I'm not even gonna tell you.
I had so many people give me so many remedies. Somebody gave me some sour soup tea and get some
Sheesh.
oregano. They was. I was like,
Oregano.
wait.
Listen, if
But
all
you
else
never know what
fails,
works though. You never know what works. We can laugh at things and then you put it together and you be like, you know what, this thing really worked.
I ain't
look,
gonna hold you.
It
I was
better.
trying
ginger
all
ale.
of it. Look, I wanted my voice back.
Listen, ginger
Look,
It'll be
ale.
they could
back.
have told me
It'll
turn
be.
upside down and I'd have did it.
Hey, look, y'all. Ginger ale, everything, everything. Y'all
Yes,
mean?
Ginger and
I was doing it
everything.
all.
Listen,
That's everything. That's just
as
like
long as you
Tussin.
put ginger, it's good.
Someone
10
was
and
like,
everything.
"Don't talk, gargle with hot water and salt." I was
Listen,
doing
I
it.
got to
Get the
gargle before with
lemon,
hot water.
get the honey. Like I was,
Everything.
I got it all.
What do you drink your tea with? With
Huh?
Listen,
honey or just sugar?
Um, I usually drink it just straight, but then when I'm like, if I lost my voice and stuff, I drink it with honey and lemon.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never try agave?
No, I don't put any sugar in my
Yeah, agave is flour from, it's sugar, it's sweet from flour. It's
Oh
even
yeah.
better than honey. But I'm a vegetarian. I didn't say that right. I've been a
Oh,
vegetarian for 30 years.
but that's what's up though.
Right.
Vegetarian, being a vegetarian, that's a healthy way to go.
For
You know what I'm
30
saying?
years.
Now, for a minute, I'm still going to be a velociraptor, but that's my
Now for a
Jurassic
minute,
side.
now for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep saying I'm gonna try it, but it's certain things I can't give up.
That
You can
part.
give up whatever. Listen, I come from a household where my mother, all she did was cook rice and chicken and every day. My mother was a cook. Like we never really ate out at Burger King and McDonald's and stuff like that. She was
Mhm.
always cooking. So,
That's a healthy way to go.
and
Your
I was
mom
like,
very
yo,
healthy.
um, it was off of a bet though. I
Mhm.
was 18 and the person I was with then he bet me that we can like we both bet to see who would last longer, you know, and be a vegetarian. And then as I started getting into it, I was in college, so I started reading about it more. And then I saw a healthier, a healthier way. So different things that will be good for you, and I just stayed with it.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
it definitely is healthy for you. I have a friend that is vegan,
Yeah.
and she's a chef as well. So she showed me some things to take away the things that I said I
Hmm.
can't give up, and it still
Mushrooms
tastes
is
the
great.
same. So, but I'm like, I
Mushrooms is
need her to
great.
cook for me. I'm like, I
Oh,
can't
okay.
do it. Like,
Now you need a
you
cook.
gotta make these things.
All right. Now you need a
Yeah, you
cook.
gotta
She's a
feed
friend.
me.
She's a friend.
Listen,
You could
there's
be like,
some
I'm
good
gonna test it
vegetarian
for your
dishes
stuff.
though.
I'm testing them for you. Because many people want to come on that side. But if I test it for you and then I do your reviews for you, can the food be free? Can you just cook for free for me? That's
Yes.
what I'm
That's right. Listen, man, you get older, man, your choices start shifting from cheesesteaks into something that's better. You know what I mean? You know,
because then you start to think about a lot of things.
of course.
What
Hmm.
slows you down? And especially with me, I'm going through perimenopause. That's just another, I don't even want to.
That's a
That's
whole
just
other
another.
topic.
That's just another. I don't even know what you talk about. That's on the whole other. What you know about it?
Listen,
What you know?
I'm just putting it out
What you
there.
know?
That's
I'm
gonna
trying
be
to hear.
wait a minute. That's gonna be live with Mz.KIR, the health edition.
Hey,
Yes. Because I'm
listen,
48. I'm gonna be there too. I'm gonna be right there in the seat.
listen.
I'm
What,
48.
what you know?
So
Now I want to hear what he know.
Oh,
So
what I
uh
know about
it's
that?
like the man
Oh,
that says, "Oh, I was
remember,
in the hospital holding her hands while she was giving birth, and I felt the whole." You felt what? What you
hold on. I was married at one time.
what
You
you
know
felt?
what I'm saying? I'm
What
just
did you feel?
saying, you know, I
What you
have
feel?
a daughter.
Let me come closer to you. What did you feel?
North Philly, bow
You
out.
didn't feel anything.
Bruh,
Man,
bruh, bow
I'm gonna
out,
bow
bow
out
out.
gracefully on
Lord
that
no.
because
Save yourself.
I gotta wave the white flag. Hold on a second.
There you
Where the white
go.
flag at? Let
Save
me
There it
see.
goes.
yourself.
I can't even find it.
Yeah, I can relate, but I can't relate.
There you go. There you go.
That's the
Just
the
bow out,
papers.
brother.
You know, look, all I can say, I go through my own menopause. It's called
Oh,
middle
okay.
age.
Okay.
That's what it's called, middle age.
Oh,
Millie.
okay.
Okay.
I just cleaned that up real quick. I'm sorry.
I like the cleanup. I like the cleanup.
Did it? Did
I
it?
love
Did
the
it?
cleanup. You're good. You're good.
Yo,
Whew.
You're good. You pick up real quick.
I'm trying to tell you, listen.
I
I'm
would
a
say
quick
that you was
study.
from Brooklyn at one point, because
Listen, I learned a lot from my wife coming from Bed-Stuy. I like Bed-Stuy, North Philly. That was a match made in heaven. Feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know.
the match
But,
made in heaven was bedside in North Philly.
uh, I'm
I
gonna
know
bow
you.
out of
You
that
you live in New
one.
Jersey. You had said you moved to New Jersey. You're in New Jersey.
Yeah, I moved. Well, long story short, yeah, I mean, after our courtship and everything, you know what I'm saying, I moved to New Jersey. You know, had to do that, you know what I mean? Got a house together, you know, we lived the black American dream, you know what I mean, until she
Oh, okay.
passed away. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry for your loss.
Oh man, you know, we had wonderful years of
Wait,
marriage, man, you know what I'm saying? But
you said
yeah,
your wife passed away.
yeah, she passed away in 2020.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry for your
Oh man,
Mm.
it's all good, man. I mean, like I said, we had some great years, man, and unfortunately ended on a sad note, man. You know what I mean? You know, but do all them
her
years,
spirit
man.
stays
You know,
alive. Her
man, we
spirit
was
stays alive because look how you talking about her. So it's not that
listen,
much
man.
sad note. It's more
Listen,
joy
I'm gonna
because
say it
you
like,
have wonderful years.
listen, we was in
Mm.
love, we was in love, in love. You feel what I'm saying? And
Mm.
it's like when you move on from that, that's why I was saying from the beginning in the conversation that you gotta learn how to let go of these things, man. You know what I mean? Because they'll eat you up like a cancer, man. You know what I mean? You gotta let go of the
Mm.
sadness, the
The most wonderful
anger,
thing is that you
frustration.
had love.
Hmm?
Because there's people that still seeking it and have not loved yet.
Exactly.
But
Mm.
you loved.
Exactly. I mean, some
Makes
people some people are looking for love, but they're looking for love in the wrong places. And then some people are looking for a semblance of love, which only suits their needs, and that may not actually be a love that's suitable. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah.
So in all these things, once I think to round out the note. Once you find something that's viable to your life, hold on to it. And once you
Mm-hmm.
let go of the things that will make it even more viable to your life, it improves, the standing that you have to
Mm-hmm.
yourself and for other people. And that's
Okay.
more Philly's thought for the night.
Okay. He
And that
brought
was
it
it.
back.
And you,
Y'all said, that air.
He
How you like me now?
redeemed himself.
let me sit back now. Let me just sit back. What happened? I don't know. I no longer have a spinal cord. You paralyzed me already.
That was the final thought. Hey yo, listen, man, we've been breezy tonight on live with Miss Kid. Miss Kid in the cut. Holding it down on the board like
Mm-hmm.
Marley Marl. You know what I'm
Look at her
saying?
in the background. Look at her in the back.
And then she
Mm-hmm.
back there just chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's how Topher do.
She said it's the best
Shouts
night
out.
work she ever did.
I know, right? Look, shouts out again to Miss Tatiana, Miss TV, for gracing us with her presence. We are looking
I
forward to
think you
having her
guys have
once
a
again
great
on a future
piece together.
segment of Live with Mz.KIR. Shouts out again to Miss Eminem, Philly in the house, and you don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Beanie Siegel, Freeway. You know
Not
what I'm
Beanie
saying?
Siegel.
Don't get me
Not
started.
Beanie Siegel.
Don't get it
Please
started.
don't,
Don't get it
let
started.
me lay back even more now, because you know what,
What?
because now you're on Beanie Siegel. You see what I'm saying? That not Beanie
Cause
Siegel.
that's
That's my
Philly.
man.
Beanie
Listen,
Siegel is
Beanie
I'm
Siegel
Philly.
is that
getting it's
boy.
not
Freeway.
him though. It's not him. It's not.
I mean, yo, that was
Yes,
that boy back in the day.
yes,
I ain't
for
gonna hold
sure.
you down. You know what I
I
mean?
understand.
Woo!
Okay. I mean, whatever you
Yeah.
want to be, you know what you can be. You spoke about mask, whatever you want to be, I'm down with you. Let's
That's what I'm talking about.
Beanie Siegel,
Let's roll
everybody.
this. Let's roll this. Let's roll this. So as we close, because looking at the time of the clock, as we come to another end of the show, we're gonna rotate back to Miss Tatiana. Miss Tatiana, do you have any shouts out that you want to give?
To everybody out there that's looking for themselves, find themselves. That's it. Find yourself. There's too many avenues now where you can find yourself. There's too many people here now where you can find yourself. You see somebody speaking, listen to them, because maybe they
Mhm.
connect to you. I say that, like I said, I'm a teacher, and I could go into the classroom and be like, well, you're the one the kids like. Wonderful. But every kid doesn't learn from me. They might learn from you. Everybody
Mhm.
has something to give. Find what you have to give so you can give, because there's a purpose and a passion in this life. Don't come here and not give what you need to give. And that's what happens with us. We get things in the way, we get into relationships that's not building us. And now we end up trying to build them. And when we're building them, we forgot that
Mm.
we got a passion and purpose that God had for us. Where did He align you for? So now you're building somebody else. Who's building you? And then did you reach where you needed to reach for him to direct you and redirect you? You need to get there before
Mhm.
whatever you are given. Like you said, your wife transitioned, right? She didn't know that she was going to transition, right? And then in time, there's things that she needed to give. She came in here for something. We get caught too much in different things. There got to be a spot in a place that you be like, yo, what did I come to do? You didn't
Mhm.
come to help somebody else breathe. They could breathe on their own.
Yep.
You came to breathe air into this world, but you didn't come help
Mhm.
them breathe. They decide if they want to breathe there, you know, trees,
Mhm.
oxygen. We could go further and further. You know, just like
I
that.
love that. I
All right.
love that. That's the best thing heard since you started speaking. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? Miss Eminem, do you have any take? Like, look at that.
Help us
I
with the
gotta
no
laugh. I know I listen.
You
This is
just,
that's a part of the repertoire on my behalf.
it's
I
okay.
get you
I love
going.
it. I love
You
it.
know what I'm
See,
saying? I
but
get you
when you
going.
know who you are, you don't really, I love. I love that.
You
I
know what I
love
mean?
that you
Mhm.
bring yourself.
Hey, listen, I can't be nobody else but myself. And if
You
anybody
can't be
else
other
try to
people
be
because you talk
me,
about the past. You talk about the past. You can't
look,
be other people, but you chose to be you.
no. If
Mhm.
anybody else try to imitate me, that's copyright infringement. I'll see
Oh,
you in court, bruh. You know what
oh,
I'm
okay.
saying? That's how we do
You know what, everybody? We're going to court, everybody. We're going to
it.
court. We're going
If
to
there's another North Philly
court.
finest, let them bring it now. Yeah, I'm
Right.
saying we
Can I
gonna
be
see
a
you in court,
witness?
player.
Can I be a
You
witness?
know what I mean?
He says it, I'm going like this, because the voice is. witnessing for you. Hold on, let me stand up. No, I don't. Stand up right now. I'm tired.
What's up? Hey, Miss
Look, when we talk
Eminem,
about
you
running
got.
around, we're gonna be more tired that way. But I'm tired already. Yeah.
We all gonna sleep good tonight.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. Look, hold
Uh,
up, Miss Eminem, you got some takeaways that you want to give to the audience.
I had a lot of takeaways, but I always come back to what my 12th grade teacher told me. Half the battle is showing up, and being in the room. And we were all in the room, and I'm so happy that we were all here tonight.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
And last but not least, I just want to give a shout out again to our illustrious host, Miss Kier. Yeah, I
Miss Kid,
mean,
you could
for
write.
allowing us to be on this journey with her into podcast
Yes.
haven. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Rosalia. Shouts out to Poesis. Where you at? Stop hanging with them ninjas. I'm trying to tell you.
She
Leave
was
them
she was
ninjas
here tonight.
alone.
She was here. She was here. She was look, she was locked in tonight.
Yeah, she was locked in, all right. I mean, they had her all locked down. That's what it was. I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Not shame the
Um,
devil. not shame the devil.
yeah, shame the devil. Yes, exactly. I mean, he out of there. Yeah, I mean, shouts
He
out
out of
to
there. Now he
shouts
out of
out to
there.
everybody I mentioned on the birthday. Shouts out William Watson, Barbara Dawn.
What
Shouts
signs
out,
are you guys?
huh?
What's your signs? When are you born?
Oh, my sign is ain't no stopping us now. We're on the. I'm born in May, but I don't know what my sign is because
May what?
I don't get down like that.
May
Yeah.
what?
May 8th.
May. Your
Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
The
It all
bull.
makes sense now. It's like
oh, what you say? I'm full of bull.
The bull. The bull. The
I'm
bull.
a Capricorn. My birthday is the day after Christmas.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Yeah.
You
Scorpio.
don't get no gifts.
Scorpio
You don't
here.
get no gifts.
Yeah, I don't get no gifts.
They
My
double
friends
up.
love
They
on
like
me though.
one gift is for two. One gift is for
Yes, my friends love on me now though. So I
yeah.
give gifts
It's a
now.
different now. It's a different because when you're younger, that's what we gotta say.
Yeah, my grandma
One
used to
gift is
say,
for
"You want a birthday gift? You want a birthday gift? I got a switch for you out there. Go get it."
that
go
part.
get
I want to go get my own gift. Thank you, grandma. I'm
that's
good.
okay. That's okay.
but
Yeah, I'm
but
good,
yo,
grandma.
I
Let
don't
me
get
her. Did she
into.
write it in? We trying to keep you not talking. You
Uh,
don't gotta say that. You can
oh no, my fault. I was gonna say like I don't get into the zodiac because my beliefs tells me totally different. So I'm like I'm not even gonna expound on that because we ain't got time for that. But that's another discussion for another time.
that
Uh,
is.
but
I
shouts
get
out
it.
to.
But
But
no
I want
matter
to say,
what, we just know by the date. You you don't have to take on the belief system.
right,
'Cause I could just
right.
say what you are. You don't have to take on the belief system.
Of course, yeah. I
Whatever
mean, but
you decide is what you are. You walk that path. I'm just saying it because that's what I believe, but that doesn't get in the way of what you believe.
right,
Both
yeah.
can
Like
coexist.
I stand alone like an island. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Um,
what? Stand alone like an island. I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna
that's
move
how I
over.
do.
You know what,
Um,
rapper? You know,
hey,
you
listen, you,
scratch it up.
my history go back. I'm trying to tell you, way back. We talk about, I mean, Philly history. We talk about after midnight. We talk about, you know what I'm saying, the five spot where the Black Lily Showcase was at. Yeah, I mean, that's man. It would take a whole week to explain my whole history, but beside that point, shouts out to everybody who tuned in to Live with Miss Kia because we
Wait,
was
Miss Kia didn't
breathe,
tell us her
eat,
sign. When's
eat.
your birthday, Miss Kia?
Hmm? Oh what?
Oh,
Oh
Scorpio. Was it Scorpio?
huh?
Ah. And
Oh
what's
oh
yours,
oh.
Miss TV?
Aquarius.
Okay. All
And
right.
2 days before Oprah.
Okay.
All right,
Okay. Watch
man.
out, Oprah.
Hold on, let
Watch
me.
out, child.
You see the money coming behind me? I'm trying to look for her money there.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
trying to look for. I
but
say that out
no.
there. Maybe I'll become the Oprah of social media. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Maybe I'll become the Oprah of social.
Mm.
I love the Oprah.
Miss
Right.
TV, the Oprah of social media.
The
I like
Oprah of
it.
social media.
I like
I
that.
like it.
Did
I
you hear that
like
ring?
it.
Me too. Where's the
Yes.
money at now?
Man, that's a nice ring.
Yes.
That's a nice ring to it.
I'm trying to wait for the money to come in.
It's
Oh,
coming. It's coming.
that part.
It's
That
gonna
part.
chase you down.
Yeah. Because if you run after money, you what? Money keeps
Mm,
running. But if you run
yeah.
after passion, money keeps coming.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm.
That part. I love that. I love
Woo.
that. I mean,
Jesus.
but yo, shouts out to everybody who watched the show, man. Um, Once again, we was
Yeah,
breezy,
you guys had a good.
breeziest. You know what I mean? We were breezy to the max in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I believe everybody had a good time. Uh, Ms. KIR, do you have takeaways on which of course I know you do?
We can't talk too much.
No,
Y'all
I don't want to
have
put out there
many
too
minutes.
much, but yeah, I mean,
Write it.
He
Write
said,
it.
write it. She
Write it
said,
and
put
I'll
up the
say it out
sign.
loud.
Look.
move aside.
You can write it in the chat and I'll say whatever you wrote, right? I'll say it.
Ah.
Save your voice.
Uh,
Oh,
I don't want to put Ms. KIR out there too much because her voice is straining. But
that wasn't a bad idea, though.
yeah. But this has been another breezy edition of Live with Ms. KIR. Anybody missed on the shout out ain't my fault. I'm sorry. I'm just the black
Miss Ki-
man.
Miss Kira said her takeaway is everyone be breezy.
That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be breezy. You know what I mean? Try to stay warm on this evening and tomorrow and beyond.
It's supposed to snow on Sunday.
God forbid that, man.
Mm.
Please
It's
don't say
snowing on
that.
Sunday.
You
It
know what I
says
mean?
snow on
I'm,
Sunday.
I'm hoping, Tatiana, I'm
If
hoping
it's
that's going
so
to
much, you won't
pass
be able
He
by
to
you.
said
come under it.
edges matter. Don't let no one tell you your edges don't matter.
Exactly. And it just matter. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody say
Oh
edges don't matter because edges
my God.
are, they matter. You know what
They
I'm saying?
They
matter.
matter. They matter.
I
They
mean,
do matter.
they
They
mean,
matter. They matter.
and
Oh
Yes.
shea
my
butter.
God.
Shea butter matters too. I mean, if you
Yeah.
ashy, shea butter helps a lot.
Look,
Coconut oil,
look,
coconut oil, coconut.
it do.
It does.
Got that soul glow.
Not
Look, it's past my bedtime.
you
I'm
get-
starting to get a little silly.
It's not the
That
soul.
soul
oh,
glow.
that's the falsetto. Hit the falsetto.
I hit that
Soul.
Brian McKnight joint, the falsetto. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
not Brian McKnight. Not Brian.
Yes. Oh
I'm
man.
still tired
But
of it.
yo, man,
Oh, I
we
had
was
a great
reaching
time.
to the max, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So join us next week. I'm not sure the guests, but yeah, I mean, you know
No,
that it's gonna
I'm
be a
gonna come
breezy
on
show.
next week.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have more breeziness and more fun and
Yeah,
more, discussions and hope for everybody to tune back in. So,
it will.
yeah, I mean, oh, ain't no question,
You have to
Tatiana.
share it on my
Yeah, I
business
mean,
page.
and this show was brought to you by the letters S, the letters O, the letters U, and the letter L for soul. Good
Woo! Good night, everyone.
Good
night,
night.
everybody. Yo, man,
Be
be
breezy
breezy. Love
and
y'all.
easy. Well, not too easy.
Not busy and easy.
Good night.